All right, InPark readers, it's Joe here. We are at the Christie booth. We're with Bryan Boehme. And Bryan, tell us about Christie. What's going on?
Well, we have a real exciting booth this year at InfoComm. I have to say we're showing all of our different products here. An entire different line of display products that we sell, as well as processing products, and all the connectivity you need in between it. Terra, our new product that we're showing for the first time on the booth, allows you to transfer video over network for the first time uncompressed at 10G. It's simply an amazing product that allows all signals, control, audio and video, to be transferred from one end to another over a plain 10G switch. So now you can have devices anywhere you want in your facility and be able to take the sources and put them anywhere you need them.
And what else is new besides Terra?
Oh, well, we have the new X80, our new Spyder product here as well. And that is our newest line in the processing world that allows us to go from a 20 megapixel canvas space to an 80 megapixel canvas space. So if you think about designing on a canvas and being able to put all your different devices within that pixel space, and being able to utilize the same sources and be able to use your creativity to flow over all of those spaces, it's really quite an impressive new product we have.
Now, over here we have what looks like a basketball court. What's going on over here?
Well, one of the things that we've really advanced in is projection mapping. Not only are we able to do seamless 4K projection mapping that really allows us to create wonderful things for either basketball courts, ice rinks,
but any flat surface. Now we can do that on projection mapping on buildings, and you've seen this out there in the world today. People are projection mapping on more and more three-dimensional surfaces. Our product, Mystique, allows us to do that and then calibrate that it can be recalibrated almost automatically, allowing that perfect alignment without having to have all the engineers there to take care of it on a daily basis. It really changes the game.
Now, you guys also do a lot of dome projection. You just had a recent installation with D3D at the Museum of Science and Industry Chicago. You've done some work with Evans and Sutherland on the True 8K. Can you tell us about that and how that fits into the big picture for Christie?
Well, it gets back to that mapping again. So we're actually doing something incredibly unique with RGB laser projectors, far different than a lot of the laser projectors you see out in the market today. RGB laser allows us to do direct 20/20 color. It gives you really a volume of color that's much bigger than we've ever seen before. And when we are able to take multiple of those projectors, blend them together, use some of our custom auto blending capability, it allows us to replicate what used to be a IMAX type system or a 1570 film chain system and do it digitally. And when we do that, we actually open up the ability to do so many more things within that space, not just show a 20-minute movie, but be able to do interactive things. So, as you said, at MSI in Chicago, it's a science and industry museum. They really want to be able to bring in experts and show things on that dome that are not just a 20-minute movie. This is really going to allow them to do that because they're using Pandora's box as the driver behind that. It allows them to do interactive. It allows them to do tutorial things with teachers that can come in and bring their materials in, even if it's a DVD, and be able to play it on the big dome. That's a first, really, in that industry.
Now, we're in Orlando right now for InfoComm, and right up the road, you are a projection partner with Universal.
Yes.
What exciting developments have come out of that?
Universal is a great partner, and we've had a long history with Universal and doing things together collaboratively to allow them to create experiences that you cannot have anywhere else. So our exciting times with them are things that we can only talk a little bit about, but we certainly have been very happy with a number of the new attractions they've opened over there in the last 2 years that are all powered by Christie. And these products we're talking about today, using projection mapping in a big way where we can put together many projectors to create one scene. So if you're on a 4D attraction it's really important when you get that close to the screen. Many times the vehicle will travel as close as 8 feet from the screen, and you're going to be immersed in that we have the tools that we have and the quality we have to be able to work with Universal to make those unique experiences really come to life.
So if I'm an attraction designer or an integrator working on attractions, why should I consider Christie? Well, what is it that you bring to the picture nobody else does?
Well, I think it's our experience in that industry to begin with. Most of the guys who work on my staff have almost 20 years or more experience working in theme parks and with designers in theme parks. I think one of the things that we bring to that table is a partnership. We will sit down and work with people. We help them through mock-up. We help them through conceptual. And now with our Mystique tool and the new Mystique design tool that's coming later this year, we really allow them to have an interactive tool to work with us. It's really going to help change how we communicate and how we're able to actually share concepts and bring them to life.
All right. Bryan, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We actually released the product in January of this year. So our Mystique install, we have 4 different versions for doing all kinds of smooth screen applications. So our arena mapping, dome theater style, so anything kind of smooth screen we can scale up really to any size. What we're demonstrating this year is actually Mystique 3D. So taking that same camera-based alignment technology and applying it to very complex 3D projection mapping. So if you think about our giant wolf head and the challenges in doing content alignment on it, something like that, we can now do that automatically. So I can give you a demonstration if you'd like to see it.
I just slammed the tripod down in here.
So this is a smaller version of the wolf head that you had
smaller
last
version
year.
of our scale.
We've
actually got
you brought it
here.
back. If I remember, wasn't that the Guelph team?
Yeah, there was something. So up here we've got 3 of our boxers, just a scale model. So I'm going to knock out my alignment here a little bit. So typically, if I had to manually realign this, I just introduced hours of work unless I can precisely locate them. What we can do now is use camera-based alignment. So here you can see similar structured light patterns. We use 2 cameras in this scenario to kind of create stereo vision. This allows us to generate a point cloud of the object that we're looking for. So from that information, we can precisely locate where the new position of the projectors are. This integrates directly with Christie Pandora's box, so we pass those coordinates into our media server, and it automatically realigns itself. So it's taking, 3D projection mapping has been around for a long time. There are a lot of great groups out there that do it, but for the most part, it's temporary installs. It's kind of festival-based, or you've got a team that's responsible for maintaining it. With tools like this, we can move it more into the mainstream because you can create more fixed installs and make it easier for regular maintenance teams to look after the system. Kind of a projection expert.
So one of the developments that Christie's involved in, and we actually have an article about this in our latest issue, is the 120 frames per second.
Yep.
And I'm wondering, how does that fit in at all with the projection mapping?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, anything you can do to increase resolution, brightness, frame rate, really changes the experience you get out of these things. You can, even on taking the high frame rate stuff to these types of experiences, you can really bring these things to life. So we're not showing the high frame rate here. These are our big projectors. But you can imagine if you had really, really smooth moving content, it could make those facial expressions almost come to life. And if you're doing, where 3D projection mapping is going, people are starting to projection map tattoos and all kinds of interesting things, and high frame rate will help all of that. So anywhere you can smooth out that motion, you can build up that quality. Yep.
So this is Mystique, and you said it does feed into Spyder.
Certainly you could use it. So one of the unique things about Mystique is that it can do the warping and blending right at the projector. With Mystique 3D, we're actually integrating directly with Pandora's box, which is the media server, so the 3D environment. But depending on the application, it definitely can work with Spyder, or really any media environment, because we're able to do the warp and blend right at the endpoint, right at the projector, versus in the media or content environment.
Just going to do a little close-up footage.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is one of the projectors, and then these are the two cameras used for this.
Yep, that's right.
Like looking at this to see if this
Now, one of the things last year that you showed, you had a virtual reality headset, an Oculus set that was
Yep.
used for kind of a pre-visualization.
Yep.
And then also you were 3D printing models. Are you still doing that as well?
So yeah, some of the, well, really all of these demonstrations, this is a 3D printed model. We really kind of look at those things for the design stage of a project. Pre-visualization, as you said. Virtual reality is really interesting for these large-scale projects where you can basically put yourself into that environment long before the structure's even built, projectors have been delivered. So these can help solve a lot of the on-site problems that you may run into as far as how content's going to land on the screen, where it's positioned, how is the audience going to experience from different locations or different viewing positions. So all of these things kind of get enabled with virtual reality where you can put yourself into that space. So it's an exciting area to look at, and kind of moves that design process up front. You can kind of dream up more of these huge experiences and get a much better sense of how they're going to perform and when, before you make the big investment.
Hi, my name is Dick Wheeler. I'm going to talk to you about the brand new Spyder X80 video processor, which we're very pleased to launch today at InfoComm, day one. For the museum industry, what we're bringing to you is 4K. So you're going to be able to manage 4K sources and manage 4K destinations without any restrictions. This unit comes with anything from 4 in, 4 out to 24 in, 16 out. All of those are 4K. No restrictions on that. 80 million pixel bandwidth, so it unleashes your imagination, what you can do with that kind of thing. Some of the interesting things that we've got in this box, every input channel and every output channel comes with 3 connectors, HDMI 2.0, 12 GSDI and DisplayPort 1.2, okay? DisplayPort 1.2 has the MST function as well, and that's going to be coming up very, very soon. So you can take 9 4K outputs. So 9 4K outputs is 80 million pixels. So you could take those and blend them together if you want, or you could take them and split them using the MST function of DisplayPort 1.2 into 4 HD outputs. So 9 times 4 is 36. So you could blend. You're going to be able to blend 36 projectors together, HD projectors. That's huge. Some of the other stuff that we're going to be implementing in the near future with the X80 is Pandora's box, is widget designer. So that's for the automation world. That's going to help a lot. It's going to make it be able to interface with DMX, with ArtNet, a bunch of other protocols as well, directly with the box. You can be able to build your own interfaces and automate your experience with the X80, with your 4K content and your 4K destinations. So it's a really exciting box. It's here. It's going to be shipping very, very soon, in the next few months, next couple of months, the end of the summer. So yeah, come see us.
All right, we are here with Karl Johnson with Christie's. Can you tell us about Terra?
Hi, I'm really excited to introduce you to the Christie Terra. That is our first product that we're introducing at this InfoComm 2017, based on the SDVOE platform. So what Christie Terra does is it lets you transport and process audio and video uncompressed at resolutions up to 4K at 60 hertz at full resolution, right? What's unique about the product is it has what we call 0 frame latency, only 100 microseconds, which is only a fraction, 100th of the type of delay you'd have just with a single video frame. Some great things about Christie Terra is we're operating with uncompressed video. So if you spend a lot of money on producing and preparing content, you're going to be assured that that content will be pristine when it's delivered to a display. We transport the video from transmitters to receivers over a 10 gigabit Ethernet network, which allows the system to naturally support extension over great distances using fiber. It allows a lot of scalability. You can scale up networks to very large sizes, thousands of endpoints. Okay. It also includes processing in the system. So a receiver can perform video wall magnifications across multiple displays. It can be used in multi-viewer applications, right? So it's excellent. It's excellent to be adaptable in a lot of different applications, right? So we're really excited here. Christie Terra supports a wide range of audiovisual signals, not just the audio and video. There's the control, there's analog audio, embedded audio, different formats of audio that are embedded, as well as infrared and RS-232 control, and USB to reach back and provide KVM solutions where we're switching on the network, right? A network naturally supports switching between all the endpoints. So those are some big highlights of Christie Terra. We're really excited about it. It's going to be providing some really great full display solutions with Christie Digital.
Okay, and is Terra already on the market?
We've introduced Terra just now this past week at InfoComm. Terra should be shipping transmitters and receivers in the September timeframe, and we'll also see the controller for managing a large system. That'll be in the September, perhaps October timeframe.
Okay, so hopefully also November we have the IAPA conference, and I know Christie displays there.
That would be great.
We'll learn more about it there.
Any facility with large scale and distance, this is a great product.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.